We'll just ask a couple of questions about the new training ground that you're going into, Manuel. How much are you looking forward to that?
Well, I hope that we can change there in the first day, the first or the second week of October. I think it's really a very important, improvement of this club. It's a very nice training ground. It's a huge training ground where all the young division can work together. When all our staff can be seeing how they work in all the divisions. We have really all what we need for physios, for training ground, for pitches. I think that is really a wonderful work for this club, of this club.
How much of a help could that be for everything regarding Manchester City and the playing side of things?
I think a lot. For me, it's one of the most important things to have a really an important training ground and all the divisions play together with the professional players. I think that we are going to improve in all sense.
And just how good are the facilities?
Unbelievable, really. I have been in another important training ground as Real Madrid, but this one I think that is the best one I ever seen.
Just on the players who are being called up to international squads in your squad, are they all going? You know, there's no one that. Sometimes Aguero doesn't go, or another player might not go because he's got a knock. Are they all going?
No. All the players that are nominated in their national squad will go there, of course. To the squad.
Concerns that about injuries possibly happening?
Well, I think that of course, you have concern about that, but you cannot do nothing. I don't think that if I am in charge of managing a national squad, I hope that all the managers will help me. I think that our duty is to help all the other managers. If not, you can have World Cup, you can have European Cup, all what the competition that national squad plays. So I think that, of course, they must play two games more. They can be injured in that case, but it not depends on what we want to do. I think it's an obligation for us to do it.
One clean sheet in the Premier League this season, I think, on the opening day of Newcastle. Is that a concern? Do you feel you have to improve defensively if you're going to keep the title this season?
Yes, I think so. I think that we must improve. It's very important to have a clean sheet. Not only for have a clean sheet, it's also because when you are playing, if you are always playing with conceding one goal before you score, you are playing against the time, against the rival, against the score, against a lot of things. I think that one of the things that we did last year was improving in clean sheet. We had a second round with a lot of clean sheets. But the same thing that I said about another things, in this moment last year we conceded more goals than this year. So we hope that, but for me, of course, I just said that we cannot concede 5 goals in 3 games. We scored 7, but and we draw 2 games and we won 1, but it's too much.
Did you feel it was right to go and take Mangala out on Tuesday because of the efforts that he made at Hull on Saturday, Manuel?
You are linking one thing with the other one. Mangala was not out because he made a mistake against Hull on Saturday. Because I thought that for that game was better for the Michel to give us another build-up. We were going to play without the striker because Totti plays always as a midfielder. For a lot of things I decide who must play not only for Mangala or for except the goalkeeper, that normally is not a tactical thing. All the other players, I must make good rotation because they have a lot of minutes in their body. We are just starting the season. We must finish in May at the beginning of June, so we have a lot of games to play. So I always decide not only for performance. That for me is very important. Of course, players that not in a good performance cannot play. But it's important to make a good rotation. It's important to decide tactical things, and in that for that game, I decided that it was better to play the Michele. That was also playing very well, but was not linked with what happened against Hull.
But do you feel now that you have a first choice partnership at the back there, and who would those players be?
Who, Mangala?
Would your first choice partnership be Vincent and Mangala, or would it be Vincent and Michaelis?
I cannot say you because I repeat, it depends on their performance, it depends on of different players. If we brought Mangala in an important amount of money because we thought that we need a central back, but I am very happy with the performance of Martin and Vincent Kompany also. But I think that he will be a very good defender for us during the whole year.
Manuel, you said recently that Aguero has a chance maybe of challenging to be the world's best player, or challenging Ronaldo and Messi. Is the key to that maybe him staying fit, so he just score more?
Yes, of course. Of course, it's very important to be fit every game. It's very difficult for a player when you are not playing every game during the whole year. Maybe you can have some injury during the year, but 3 or 4 different injuries that always stop you working with normality. Of course, it's very difficult for a player. But that happened last year. This year, he doesn't have any problem with injury.
Because his record's still unbelievable considering the injuries he has, isn't it?
Yes, because as I said, he's a top player. That's why he has the record.
Well, you mentioned the CSK Moscow game before. Is there a concern if it's played behind closed doors that it can affect the level of the performance of the players because they don't have the crowd to feed off? And do you think it can affect the performance if it's behind?
Well, I just answer about that. I think it's always good to play with people, with crowd that can go to the stadium. We don't know at the moment what will happen. I hope that they can play with all their people.
Yeah, so but you don't think it would be a benefit to your team not having rival fans to?
I don't think that we must try to win with benefit, outside benefit of our team. I think that we must try to win because we are a better team than CSK Moscow playing away or playing at home. If not, if we need those kind of things to win the game, I think that we are not a big team.
With Fernando fit now and Lampard, how much pressure does that put on Yaya and also Fernandinho? You've got a lot of competition there in central midfield now, with them all fit.
I have 4 very good midfielders because we have to play around 60 games during the whole year. We'll see which are both midfielders that are in their best moment to play each game. So that, I repeat, is never a problem for me when you have good players. The problem is when you don't have good players.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.